Hello and welcome back to Tommy's Top Picks Weekly Roundup podcast episode 193. I'm your host Tommy, joined by John.
How's it going?
Good. We went on an adventure. We missed
We sure did.
a podcast or two, but or three maybe. We're back. We got a lot to talk about and not a lot to talk about, so we'll see how long this goes.
Yep.
First, what we played. We did play some Magic while we were gone. We played 2 times. The first was the first or second night, and then so I brought the decks that I was building for the trip, and then so I brought Edgar Markov, Peter Parker, Miles Morales, and Norman Osborn, and I think Jillian played vampires, Edgar's, and then I played Miles, and you played Norman.
Oh, Miles, yeah. Yep.
And Jillian won pretty quickly with the vampires.
Oh my God, she wrecked us.
I think it was like turn 3.
It was out of control. It was not that quick, but it was
pretty quick.
It got out of control by turn 3 or 4, and
it was just that's what I meant. Like the game wasn't over at turn 3, but it was decided.
It was done. It was decided. Yeah, that's a good way to put it.
Yep. Yeah, and then what was it? And we played again, just you and me. I played Miles, and you played
Sirach, the bug from the Edge of Eternities, the landfall bug.
Yeah, and then I put out a thing, and then I killed 2 of your things with combat tricks, and then we scooped.
It was a little bit more than that, but yeah, it was turn after turn. You just had combat tricks, and it's like, oh yeah, you're ahead, and therefore you've won because it's 2-player. There's no way to rebalance.
2-player commander, not great. But we also played a new game, the Fellowship of the Ring game. That was fun. Trick-taking game that we found, which was super fun.
We visited a card store.
We did. Mox in the Hole in Edinburgh.
Yeah, in Edinburgh. It was fun. That's where we found this game.
It was super fun. It's a cool little store. Talked to them about Flesh and Blood a lot, actually, in Star Wars. And Flesh and Blood Worlds is going on right now. I have friends over there doing their thing. Heard some feedback. Learned some interesting things. They announced the new set. They're reprinting Fables, and things seem to be going good.
They're reprinting Fables?
Yeah, the new set. You can pull an Eye of Ophidia.
When did that get what?
Yep. Not cold foil, but you can get an Eye of Ophidia in the next set.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I guess that's okay.
I mean, it breaks the not reprinting Fables policy.
Yeah, but if they want to make them playable,
they are playable.
Bound to. I mean, yeah, but they stopped doing that very quickly because of that problem. You know, that's why a lot of them are kind of like disadvantaged cards.
There are but then they've gone back on that too. There are some playable modern Fables.
I was going to say I don't really know the more recent ones.
Yeah. There's one that Kasai plays that generates a coin every time it's pitched, a gold coin. They don't hold the price, obviously, as the old ones do, but I don't know. I just thought it was an interesting choice.
As a choice.
Because I feel like the other choice would have been just to ban them in CC. Just ban them in the format. And then if it's a price problem.
Yeah.
Or obviously they like, how badly do they want that mechanic in? Like if it is a problem price wise and it does give that much more power, then why not just ban it?
Yeah. It's funny, they've really bounced all over the place. Because remember they did the Command and Conquer artistic reprint as a Fable? Like, why didn't they just stick with that?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a strange one. I haven't kept up enough.
It is a different art. It's like an extended art. Eye of Ophidia.
Cool.
Yeah. And I don't think there's a Fable in the new set. It was weird because I went and looked. because they do have the new page. It's called Compendium of Wrath, coming out February 13th, and it has something for every. It's the new set.
Oh, gotcha.
It's a pretty box. It has Prism on the front, so yeah.
Some PTSD.
Yeah. But there's the Antiquity Pack. The history of Flesh and Blood has been chronicled in these pages, as shown by a vast range of reprints of the game's most desirable cards. Each display of Compendium of Wraith includes a single Antiquity Pack containing iconic generics, each displayed in a beautiful antique card frame that honors its timelessness. So each box comes with this promo pack that has just good generics from the past, including Balance of Justice and Shelter from the Storm.
Gotcha. I don't know. Playability is the core thing.
Oh, that's absolutely what they're going for.
In people's hands, and it kills the collection thing. But I don't know how much they've cared about that for the past couple of years. Honestly,
doesn't seem like it, and it's just. I mean, it's what you got to lean into to keep players playing.
Yeah. Silver Age. This is interesting. Using only common, rare, and basic cards. Silver Age is fast, fun, and friendly on the wallet. It's the ultimate way for everyone to enjoy Flesh and Blood. What is this? Just like the Blitz decks, basically.
It's Blitz. Yeah. Yep. It's the new Flesh and Blood is too expensive. Play this format because it's not expensive. But also,
it's like a Pauper Blitz or whatever.
Kind of, yeah, or like a Prince because it has rares.
Yeah, okay, fair.
But yeah, I feel like Flesh and Blood isn't fun without the Majestics and the Legendaries, like that power level. I don't know. It's a good way to learn it, I guess.
Yeah, I'm guessing
it's an onboarding.
Trying to be the new intro product.
But also, if they're trying to make cards cheaper and put cards in everyone's hands, then why also try and push this format?
I don't know. Trying to do two things at once.
Two things at once and see what works.
Yeah.
Yeah, there are 3 Fableds in the Antiquity Pack.
What are the 3?
We don't know.
Oh.
The only one I have Ophidia has been shown off, yeah.
Got it.
Yeah, it comprises of 1 Marvel, 3 Fables, 7 Legendaries, 17 Majestics, 10 Rares, and 27 puzzle pieces. Each one will have 1 Rare, 1 Majestic, Cold Foil, or Marvel, and 1 Rainbow Foil.
Wow, this is crazy.
Yeah, and then the new set has no Fables. 23 Marvels, 8 Legendaries, 59 Majestics.
Interesting.
124 Rares, 142 Commons. Yep. Premieres in London, February 6th to 8th. Want to go back to Heathrow?
No, thank you. It's a fine airport. Perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with Heathrow at all.
Nothing wrong. Everything's fine.
We did get our luggage at least.
Eventually.
It wasn't that bad.
No.
I heard a story. I was telling people that story because they're like, oh, do you have any trouble because of the government shutdown and everything?
Yeah.
And I was like, no, actually, it wasn't so bad. We had our luggage delivered a couple hours later to our room, so it was pretty sweet.
Yeah.
And someone was like, oh, man, that's really lucky because last time I lost my luggage, it was like 3 days.
Ooh.
Yeah, could you imagine if it was 3 days for us? It would have wrecked so much.
Yeah, I would have had to go buy some clothes.
Yeah, we would have, but also
because the way I was not smart
of everything we were trying to do, we'd have to have like an extra hotel day or whatever,
Yeah.
or have them delivered out to whatever Fort William.
Yeah.
Wow, crazy. Anywho, what other topic do we have? Go back to Magic.
Yeah, that's all. That's all I really had on Flesh and Blood. I guess a bunch of people showed up. One of the negative things I guess I was hearing was the prize wall was kind of meh. But there was like 1,500 people in attendance, is what they were saying. Okay. And the like 9 a.m. events were firing with like there were like 500 people playing at 9 a.m., which is pretty crazy.
Awesome, yeah. Yeah, I
Um,
mean, it's their competitive component is just killer. Like people love it. So
oh, it is the competitive game, yeah.
yeah.
But they had, I guess one of the issues was the calling, which is the multiple day thing, is Living Legend, and the Battle Hardens were CC, and the Battle Hardened sold out before uh, the calling, which the calling's supposed to be like the big thing. Besides playing in the Pro Tour Worlds event, like the calling is the number 2 thing
Right.
because it's the multi-day. And they had
That's not
so
how it
the Battle Hardened filled out and then sold out, so they had to make a second Battle Hardened. And then the second Battle
Oh,
Hardened sold out before the calling sold out. The calling never sold out. And like they were over the announcement speakers, they were saying that people could from the Battle Hardened could upgrade and play in the calling if they wanted to.
and the calling was what? But they were different formats, so that doesn't
CC
really
and
make
Living
sense.
Legend, yeah.
Yeah, because so wait, the which one got rejected? Which one was the calling?
Living
Was
Legend.
Living Legend? Yeah, well, that's the problem. It's
Starvo's
I
still in. I
imagine,
was asking. I was like, Starvo's still in that format, and
of course,
you know,
hopefully
but
they'd
then
never
they've
change it.
but they did change it. They instead of banning cards fully, they did this like restricted to one. So like a
Oh,
lot of the power cards in Starvo, he can only have one of instead of three, like Oakenold and stuff like that.
yeah, yeah.
But at the same time, then that's game format wide. So like the other ice and earth uh, characters are also limited to one. So it's not just like Starvo's limited to one. Everyone's limited to one of those cards. It's like a soft ban.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
then that
It
just
sounds like
gets
it's
it gets rid of
not.
inconsistency, which makes it not competitive because then
Yeah,
there's just that slight chance that you high roll into that card.
as I say, you're just playing Commander at that point.
Yeah. It's very confusing to me.
Well, that was always a like toss out format. It wasn't really a designed
But then
format,
why
you
make
know.
it the format of the calling?
Well, that I agree with. That's the part where I'm like, that's madness.
Yeah.
Especially when you're trying to get people to upgrade. It's like people would have to rebuild their decks on the fly to make that happen. No one came prepared with both decks.
And
Well, some
no,
people did,
you would
but
have to
most people
come
did.
with multiple decks because the decks that are the only decks that are decent in Living Legend you can't play in CC.
Well, that's my point.
Yeah.
That's like no one's going to do that upgrade. There's zero
Right.
motivation because
Unless you have a
they're
separate deck.
already
Yeah.
planned to be part
Yeah.
of it. Yeah, and all the practice that goes into these
Oh yeah,
things
it's
to
a
try
different
to actually
format,
be
different
competitive.
meta.
Yeah,
Yeah. No.
yeah, no, 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 no. Yeah, that doesn't work. Well, they'll figure it out
Yeah.
or not. I don't know. I'm at the point where I've been out of it for almost as many sets as I was in. After
Yeah.
this next set,
Yeah.
it will be 7 sets that I have missed.
Yeah.
And I was in for 7 sets if you exclude the history packs.
Yeah.
So it's
It's
fine.
wild. I was reading some of the cards that are in this new set, and I'm just like, there was a what is it? It's like 0 for 3, but you can pay up to 3 and then intimidate that many times. So it's basically for one resource, you choose up to 3. You can intimidate 3 cards out of your opponent's hand. And
Seems
before
fine.
that, you could play another card that intimidates and buffs an attack by 5. So you're
Yeah.
swinging for 8 on paying, after paying 6, you're swinging for 8 and intimidating 4 times. So the entire hand.
Yeah. Seems fine.
It's just like Flesh and Blood. We were having the discussion about lack of interaction. And so basically what I'm hearing is these meta decks that are top are the ones that have the most the most least interaction. If that
Yeah.
there's
Yeah.
probably a
Yep.
better way of saying that.
Yeah.
But
That's the whole idea is that you remove the game from the game so
yeah.
that you automatically win. Yeah.
Yeah. Which
So I'm looking at the meta.
yeah.
Syndra, Drakai of Retribution. Is that one of the ones you're talking about that does this?
No, it's a brute
I
that does
don't.
that.
Brute isn't even in the
I
top five.
know. So that's what
Verdant.
John. That's what I'm saying. The power level of brute is there, and they're not in the top 5. Like it's gotten the disruption and stuff is getting pretty nasty. Azuri's like unplayable, and Azuri was nuts when I was playing.
Yeah, I don't know almost any of these. Syndra, Verdance, Gravy Bones.
Send me the link you're
Prism
listening to. Gravy
Awakening.
Bones is nuts. Basically, he can make a board state that shouldn't be possible in Flesh and Blood. It just, I don't know. I feel like that's when I started getting concerned, when board states started really becoming a thing.
Is he like the
Zombie necromancer.
necromancer? Yeah, he like creates guys or something to fight.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So he's like kind of like the dragon lady from before.
Yeah.
Got
that
it.
also did really well.
Yeah. She
and
did quite well.
Prism with her illusions and stuff like that did
Prism was
really
totally fair. I don't know what you're talking about. Prism was fine.
Absolutely not. There's so many. Prism makes so many non-games and kept so many classes out of the meta.
Yeah.
It's just
so
when you have
Syndra's
polarizing classes like that.
Yeah. With
Send me the link that you're
now
looking
that doesn't. Yeah. It's just a list from Twitter. So let me see.
Twitter's always accurate.
Well, no, it's just the count of heroes in the, I'm guessing, in the worlds, right?
Yeah.
So Syndra's 86, Verdance is 67. So that seems okay, but then the next one's Gravy Bone at 32, Prism at 20, Kasai at 19, KO at 19. So there's your first Brute is number 6.
Yeah.
Dash.io is still hitting the top 10. Wow, go Dash. You'll never get there, but you can keep trying. There's so many I don't recognize. Puffin Hightail?
8 Kanos. I know 2 of them.
In Worlds? They're actually playing in Worlds?
Not in Worlds, but like in the CC.
Oh, this is
I'm
not sure.
I don't know if this is
or not. Yeah, I don't know. That's a question mark. Well, it is what it is. It's how it goes. I was trying to find standing so we could see where it is as of today, but I couldn't find an easy way to see it.
I guess the Phi did really well, is what I heard.
Yeah.
The one Phi. I think they went 5-0. Day 1.
They were prepared and they were unexpected. That's
yeah.
I always like that about Fab. You could come in with some thought process that others
there's a chance.
And just mess them up if you're good. If you're
mean,
very good and you're studied on what the meta is, like, so you know how to fight the.
Well, we know that's not true because I'm really good and I brought Arachne and I was the one Arachne week 1 of Arachne. And I went 1-5.
Yeah. Doesn't always happen. It can happen if you're well studied on killing the current meta.
Oh yeah.
And
no, it was bad. It was a very bad deck, and I shouldn't have brought it, but it was fun. There's 6 of them now. I guess I was asking. He is kind of viable now, but
yeah, there's one on the Arachne slip through the cracks.
Yeah,
that's the one that only has 1 now.
Yeah, there's like 3 Arachne.
Yeah, I see that. It's crazy. So much has happened. I'm like half tempted to look into it just to kind of understand some of the stuff, but then I'm also like, yeah, I don't really care.
Yeah, I meant that I don't really care. But
I know I can't play well enough, so it's like I don't want to learn.
I don't have time to dedicate to format.
Yeah. So many characters, I have no idea who they are.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of characters.
New is still a thing? I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm.
Crazy. Anywho, that it for Flesh and Blood and this weekend's Worlds?
I think so. That's all I got.
Cool. Magic stuff. I guess the biggest news is Avatar drop this weekend, right?
Yeah, Friday.
I like the owl. I like the art for the owl.
One Shitong librarian. Yeah.
Although I did see, and this is just a Reddit post, so I don't know how accurate or prolific it is, but I did see that they took some art that was used in one of the Weiss Shorts versions of Avatar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, because it's clips from the show, and they just took the exact same clip and used it in some of the cards. I hope that
I
wasn't
believe
happening
it.
a lot. It definitely happened at least once because someone had a picture by picture comparison. They're like, this is literally the exact same art. Hopefully that didn't happen too often because that would definitely be kind of lame.
Yeah.
Magic just white shorts now.
Borrowing
That would be bad. I don't think
IPs
that's the
before it was
case.
cool.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, it's just bad if they do the same art. Like, come on,
Yeah,
there's so
I
much
get it. I get it. I
opportunity
get
for
it.
new
Yeah.
art,
Yeah.
especially under these IP. But some of the IP are very protective over any new art made. So
Right.
I get the balance
So if
factor
you want to
there.
use a famous thing or
You
moment,
have
it's
to
like
engage
this
our
is
artists or something. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Or just steal pictures, screen clips from the show, which I imagine more than zero,
Yes.
more than one are that.
Yeah.
But they definitely have some new art,
Oh,
like
absolutely.
the fancy
Yeah.
art versions and stuff. So they did some.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, a little bit of a controversy. I'm not really too worried about it, but
No. Most
and
of
then your
these are not
favorite
from the show.
new, yeah, exactly. Your favorite new green card.
Yeah, Badger Mole Cub. 1 and a green, 2/2. When it enters Earthbend 1, which is target land you control, becomes a 0/0 creature with haste. That's still a land. Put a +1/+1 counter on it. When it dies or is exiled, return it to the battlefield tapped. Whenever you tap a creature for mana, add an additional forest.
Nothing wrong.
Everything's fine. Just ramp on ramp.
Ramp on ramp for 2. Like, god damn.
Yep.
That's super powerful.
Yep. That's nuts. Because green needed more ways to ramp.
Yeah, and it automatically doubles 1 land because of the earthbending.
Correct.
So it just automatically doubles a land.
Correct.
So it pays
So
for
you
itself.
can do this turn. Yeah.
Yeah, it pays for itself. Period. Right off the bat. Well, theoretically, I guess
it pays off 1. So it.
Yeah, because if you tapped everything to bring it out, then you don't have 1 to tap again. So yeah,
You would have
iffy.
1 to tap because it has haste. It becomes a creature with haste, so it's tappable.
That's still a land, but it was already tapped, then you can't tap it again. If you tapped it to
Why
bring
not?
Badger Mole Cup out. Because
it becomes a 0/0 creature with haste.
That doesn't untap it though.
Uh,
If you tap the land to bring Badger Mole, like you're at your 2-drop and you tap both of them to bring Badger Mole out, then one of them becomes a 1/1 creature, but it's already tapped.
Okay.
You know, but if you're at 3, then you bring this out. Now you've just
now you've done it.
4 turn 1 with another creature on hand, and theoretically at that point you have a 1/1 land elf,
yeah,
out there as well. So now you're at what, 6 turn 3?
Yeah.
Something like that. It goes real fast.
Yes, it
and
does.
the later you bring this out, the more it goes.
Yeah. But we didn't talk about the owl either. The owl is X and 2 blue. Flash, Flying Vigilance 1/1. When it enters, put X +1/+1 counters on it. Then draw half X cards rounded down. Whenever an opponent searches their library, put a +1/+1 counter on it and draw a card.
Oh my god. That is really good.
It is really good. Super flexible.
Yeah.
It's just how much mana you got.
Yeah,
you can do more with it.
For 4, it becomes 3/3, and you draw 1. 2/3 Flying Vigilance and flashed. So that's nice. You can flash it in when someone actually goes to search to automatically get that to go off.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty bonkers. That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
It's not like, I wouldn't say it's overpowered, but I'm not 100% sure.
No.
Yeah, other than that, Avatar's a thing now.
Yeah, I mean those are the $60 kind of cards. And then there's a decent amount of like $20, $30 cards. Couple.
And they did 5 Neon more as their special thing, right? Instead of serialized.
Yeah, those are about $2.5 grand.
For now,
and for now, it's pre-release still.
Yeah, there'll be 1,000 or less under that,
Yeah.
unless they're very rare.
Yeah.
Box prices seem the same. Nothing's really come down. It's still in the pre-sale time frame.
550. Yeah.
So, yeah. Give it a minute, and then we'll see where it is.
Because they were at 700 at the beginning of November.
Yeah.
So it's come down, but
I think in general, sales of cards have come down. I could be wrong, but I turned my shop on, and I have very little sales right now.
I think it's just wallet fatigue.
Well, and holidays are coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
So everyone's like, I got to save, you know.
Yeah.
That's a fairly normal thing in the cycle as you get this.
Yeah.
Slowness. Now Black Friday it kicks off again, and then December we should see a lot of activity.
Yeah, so we'll see it quiet next like 2 weeks. 1 week.
That would be my guess. Yeah,
week and a half.
Yeah, no, it's so fast. It's coming quick. I'm actually okay with that. I need the holidays to show up.
What is that?
I need some like slower times. It's been so jammed up. I came back and moderated a panel, did all these events. I have another event coming up. Like it's just constant from I don't know, 2 months ago till the end of November. Once I hit Thanksgiving, I'm in like a more chill work environment time frame and all that stuff. But until then is crazy sauce.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Me too. Let's see. Lord of the Rings special edition is still flat. These big hitters change. It didn't look like it. Fallout spike or something?
No, I was asking.
I don't know.
I'm looking. It did spike. Maybe. I don't remember it being this much. 1260 seems high.
Seem high. It also doesn't seem accurate. There's 700. Oh, those are low sale.
Yeah. Market price is 14, so it's actually under.
Yeah, it looks like it's actually. Well, here's the thing. No, it's selling there. Yeah, 1260. It's selling at that price. Yeah. So yeah. So
it's coming down a bit.
Yeah, from the peak, but it doesn't seem like it's a lot. I think that's basically what you're seeing on everything. It's like movement
down 10%.
Has slowed, and so everything's kind of trickling down a little bit before the Black Friday sales and all the madness happens again.
Yeah, but the Black Friday and stuff isn't on this. Although TCG players doing that 10% store wide.
I was gonna say, yeah, they always do a Black Friday thing.
Yeah, it's this weekend, I think.
Yeah,
or next weekend.
Yeah, next weekend probably because that's when Black Friday is. And
November 20
Cyber Monday is still a thing, but typically the digital sales around this time extend beyond just Black Friday. They're usually that whole weekend.
28th to the 1st.
Yep. You can go.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll sell some Pokemon.
Wouldn't be a bad idea. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what prices are after that. Like how much movement actually happens that weekend.
Yeah, it just clears out inventory and then it kind of helps stabilize for upwards pressure. But question becomes at that point is like what the economic situation looks like because there's a lot of economic headwinds and job losses and all sorts of stuff happening right now. So I'm curious where we land by the end of the year.
We shall see.
Man, these filters stink. I did the collector box or sealed product Magic the Gathering.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and those are garbage.
Yeah, that's why. Like I need to type stuff or it doesn't.
You have to. I always type.
Yeah, you have to. It doesn't work otherwise, really, even though it should, but it doesn't.
Yeah.
Merchant machine still delightful to open.
Mm-hmm.
One box left. Should sell it, but I still kind of want to open it.
I got my case.
Foundations are down to the 400 range. I don't believe it, but yeah, it's 500. Yeah, it's not worth it for that. Yeah. I think there's nothing I really want to buy.
Ooh, Bloomberg. The case of Bloomberg is moving up.
Looks like Tarkir's getting a second wave of upward pressure. I don't think it will hold at this point. It's this, new stock has to hit or hit the lights again.
Lord of the Rings is up a little bit. I had it pegged at like 2,500. It's 27.
Yeah, I mean, I think that one's got a pretty perpetual upward pressure.
Yeah,
because of the IP.
Also, $200 change on that is not really.
It's what I mean.
Yeah.
It's less than 10%, right? Like, it's
Which
just a
is
slight
wild.
upward pressure. Yeah.
Because that's what I got it for.
That's how it goes.
Oh, man.
How it goes.
Yeah. The Modern Horizons 3 collector case is going up. I can see Modern Horizons 3 doing well long term.
So do you have a plan to sell at any point, a target, a time? What's your thought process on the stuff you have on your shelf?
Yeah,
Because you said you're kind of cutting back on buying, right?
Yeah, yeah. Now that changes if collector boxes come down to like a more reasonable MSRP kind of level, or even below. I don't want to do the speculative with it. I want to do again what I did before, and you buy what no one wants at the time, and then because before, like when I was switching to the collector boxes, I was buying murders, I was buying Aether Drift, like the cases that are really low and still are kind of, but then the ones that were kind of on the edge, like Bloomburrow, MH3, and I just know that they're the beloved sets, so that you pay a little more upfront, but they have a higher likelihood to be the first ones to move. Same with Assassin's Creed.
Some good new Capenna here for you.
Yeah, I don't have new Capenna.
I don't need it.
I don't know. I'm not. I think Murders is kind of as far back as I would go.
Yeah.
Just because that's like when they kind of changed.
Yes, the printing amounts and such.
Yeah, and just
that's why New Capenna is like, yeah, you don't really actually need that because there's probably still a lot of it out there.
And what cards are really playable in those besides like the 3 lands, tri-lands?
There's not much. There's some, but it's not enough to support a term price increase.
Right. Like Phyrexia is a beloved set. Turtles is down to...
People didn't like New Capenna either. That was the thing. They really disliked it.
I'm really hoping people dislike Turtles so that I can grab a case of that.
Tommy's like, I hope this is a terrible product so that I can enjoy it myself.
Yeah. What else? But yeah, I mean, like, look at Lorwyn, right? It's almost $500 a collector. That's just not a market that I want to enter.
Yeah, I get it. I would love to get a collector of Lorwyn, but I'm not paying $500 for it. So
yeah,
if it comes down, I might grab one.
Yeah,
to open. I'm not going to collect it.
Modern Horizons has been at 500 for a long time.
Yeah, I found the modern sets do that. They are more step function when they come in, they spike, they sit.
Yeah,
they dip a little bit, then they spike, and then they sit, and it's very slow. Because like if you remember Modern Horizons 2, they were still printing and selling that like 3 years later. Like new waves were still coming in.
Oh yeah.
Ever after. Either they overprinted it to such a crazy degree, or it's just one of those things like because it's a limited format and very limited number of people are playing it, they just want to make sure everyone has the cards that keep the prices down on the specific key cards that are printed.
Yeah, the play boxes I understand, but the collector boxes.
Yeah, I didn't really follow the collector boxes that closely.
They've just been steady at 500. Yeah.
Premium quality cardboard.
High-end luxury cardboard rectangles. Spider-Man's 400.
Okay, so bounce back.
Was it lower?
Didn't it?
No,
I don't know.
The lowest.
I thought it. Oh, okay, I was gonna say, didn't it have a dip? So this is not this is still the dip.
It's still dipping.
Still dipping.
I may eventually grab a case of that. We'll see. Because something like that, like people don't like it right now, but they will.
$12,000 for a, what do they call the super case of collector boxes?
For what?
The super case, the 24.
Yeah. Of Spider-Man?
Yeah.
12,000. Isn't that? Wait, that's $500. Is that $500 a box?
I think that's just how the cases sell. Just inverted.
Silly.
Yeah.
Premium for those kind of cases, I guess.
Yeah, probably. Let's see. Oh, I'm not signed in, so I can't view more sales. That's BS.
Yeah, it's $500 a box. It's cheaper to buy the box.
Yeah, if you actually want that, not the sealed case.
Yeah. Yeah, I just do the 6s. 24 cases are silly.
Super master case.
But yeah, I don't think I really have too much more.
Well, I'm going to jump into some economics real quick.
Sure.
The shutdown is over. Yay!
Hooray!
The government's open, so business can continue as normal, except sort of not really. Tariffs are still on and causing inflation on all sorts of products, so Trump canceled his own tariff and declared victory on saving the economy from himself. So
Yep.
now food, was it like coffee, bananas? There's a whole list. There's a big list, but it was basically consumables. So CPI will be impacted by this if we ever see those numbers again. Basically, that will show some decline in the consumer inflationary component, but I think the damage is already done. Like it's already hit people's wallets enough that it's causing problems for them. So that's a reality that we're dealing with in the economic sense. And then you couple that with I think it was like 50,000 jobs lost last month. This is a rough calculation because again, the federal data never came out. But it's based on announced layoffs by various companies last month. So it's a significant number is what it boils down to. It's not small. It's big enough to be, oh, that's a bad sign sort of thing.
Sure.
It's not great. And so you have people losing their jobs at the end of the year. You have Thanksgiving coming up and people, having a hard time paying for it because of SNAP and all that stuff. And then you have the inflation on food itself. And now you're hitting at like the core of everyone's home. That's where it becomes problematic for people. And that can lead to some really ugly, repercussions. Hopefully, it's just election-based repercussions that change things and not anything else. But we'll see how we get through the end of the year and what happens there. Another bad sign is corporate bankruptcies are up to the highest they've been in 15 years. Now, that is after 08, so it's not as bad as the 08 crisis, but it's as bad as like 2 years after the 08 crisis, which I don't know if you remember 08 and what happened. It took a few years. Like 09, the stock market crashed, but a lot of the layoffs and stuff took another 2 years to finish. So I'm assuming the bankruptcies happened around that time too. I wasn't paying attention to corporate bankruptcies at that time, but I assume that that's when that spiked.
I was in high school, and then
Yeah,
my dealing with 08 was entering the job market in 2014 and competing with a bunch of people that
hadn't had jobs since
hadn't
08.
had jobs since 08.
Yeah.
So it's like I will do the job that you could either have this new person do it, or you could have this experienced person do it for the same price.
Yeah. So it does have an impact exactly as you're describing, these like delayed effects for people's careers and stuff like that. So we'll see how it all plays out because there is a bunch of stuff happening that's, changing some of this, such as him saving himself from the economy he created.
Yeah.
And so I imagine tariffs are going to bounce off. I think what's happened is, okay, tariffs are a great idea, they thought. Was it February sort of time frame they started getting serious about it? We saw it hitting in like March, and I on the podcast predicted we wouldn't see it hitting store shelves until somewhat end of the year, depending on details of what country and where it's coming from. We're now end of year. We're seeing the price effects. We're seeing the impact on stocks and various capability of getting different things. And the politics are still playing around it where each individual company is coming and offering him something to get the tariffs removed. So there's different things all happening in this mishmash of activity around this, and it's having disjointed effect, so it's not economically you can't say one thing, right? It's like if you're
Right.
talking about rubber and tires, it's one thing. If you're talking about uh, car manufacturing, it's a different thing. If you're talking about building furniture, it's yet a third thing, right? They're all
Yeah.
different, and that's where it becomes very difficult to say like this is having a broad bad impact. It is having a bad impact in various places in various ways, and some of it is probably not that bad, and some of it is probably really good for American manufacturers. But because as a whole we don't have that many here, we typically outshore or offshore our manufacturing. Um, as a whole, it's having a negative impact, I would say is the easiest way to put it. And he's seeing that enough now, I think, in the polls and whatnot, that he's backing off of it. So I do expect, and this is something that many economists said, like, don't do this. It's a terrible idea. This always happens. Whenever any president in the last 300 years, the whole time U.S. has been around, does tariffs, it fails miserably within a few years. Everyone kind of predicted like a year of pain and then he'd give up. So we're not quite at a year yet, but by January, if he doesn't give up, I'd be surprised, or at least severe. Like he'll still declare victory because I don't think he has the personality to
Sure.
say it was
Sure.
wrong. But what he'll do is get deals in place with everyone that basically puts us back to where we started. The downside of that, though, is that it erodes such trust in American economics that we see what we're seeing in like Brazil and Argentina, where essentially they had trade deals with us for X, Y, or Z, like pork or rice or whatever,
Hmm.
right? And they go and find another source, right? And China did the same thing. I think they were buying our beef and
Soy.
soy. That was it. Yeah. And they just went to Brazil. They're never coming back to us. They're just not going to. So all of our farmers are going to struggle as a result of that situation. And that will have an impact that lasts beyond, the declared tariffs.
Right.
So that's happening. It is what it is. I mean, we're talking about it for a long time. I will tell you, I've been saying economic hardship, uncertainty, it's likely to happen. Saying it for way too long. Broken clock's right twice a day. So I guess it's that time of day where the broken clock is right. But honestly, I did not see it as a self-inflicted wound. I expected it as a normal business cycle thing. Um, you look at any economics, professor, history, whatever, they all acknowledge that we've been in unprecedented economic growth for way too long. Like 10 plus years is just crazy. It never goes that long. Um, and so that was part of the mindset of this has to cut back at some point. Well, it didn't, and now
Does
we're
this
seeing it
now
cut back.
become the precipice?
That's what I'm guessing. Now, God, been wrong so many times. I question whether it could be right. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
maybe I shouldn't say anything, and then it will finally happen. Um, but it is one of those things where it's like this has done so many parts of damage without being easily identifiable and predictable that level of uncertainty is when you start getting the lack of confidence. There was a treasury sale that didn't go very well recently, and that's that Liz Truss moment I've talked about in the past, where
Yeah.
it's like you're selling the debt to keep this whole circus going, and you suddenly can't because people don't want to buy it. And we are seeing a ton of hedging against the US. So people that have dollar, they're buying gold. People that, and I'm talking about nations,
Right.
people that have massive trade deals with us, they're finding other partners. People that have, various reliance in our stock market, our bonds, or whatever, they're getting away from it and spreading the risk around. And it creates a very strange situation when you talk about like macro global economics, because historically, trouble hit, everyone bought U.S. bonds. Now trouble's hitting because of the U.S., so maybe we don't buy U.S. bonds, and
Right.
that's what you're starting to see, and that's why you're not seeing these treasuries sell as quickly as they wanted to. Um, there'll be a reckoning at some point. I can say that for sure. I just don't know when. I
When,
just don't
where,
know when.
why, how?
It doesn't look good though. I do think towards like as we get through the rest of the year, it's you're going to see those pressures come home to roost in different ways. And you're already seeing it. I mean, the job losses are no joke. That's like the third or fourth month of major losses of jobs.
Oh
So
yeah, yeah.
we have to be at least 250,000 job loss in the last 6 months or so. I think it's that or more. I don't know that we have the exact data on it, but it's not a small amount, which that affects people's families and homes and
Yeah.
houses,
Oh, absolutely.
which is why you see the defaults in mortgages and all the other stuff you see out there. Car loan defaults
Yep.
are rising too. So, people are feeling it. It's just a question of how many people, how widespread, and does it do enough to cause an actual like economic crash for some period of time, even if it's a short period of time. Hasn't happened yet. People keep buying up the dips.
We shall see.
But that's pretty much it on the economic front. Nothing new, actually. Just a little bit of new data.
Yeah. Well, if the world's still spinning next week, we'll catch you guys later.
Have a good one.